Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Toothless, not Homeless. Only for today though. So, guys, welcome back. If you didn't see my earlier video, I was explaining, as you guys know, if you've been following me, I did end up getting my teeth done. And when you get your teeth done, you kind of go through like little ebbs and flows, and like things have to set in and things stick. Sometimes they don't. I'm getting it replaced today, but yeah, my tooth. But yesterday I was trying to hide it, and today I was like, you know what? I'm gonna own this shit. Anyways, not a big deal. It is what it is. I don't care. You guys, I'm giving you a laugh to kick off Monday. If we can't laugh at ourselves, then what can we do? Anyways, again, I digress, I think. Let's get back into it. We are back to talk about Bethany Frankel's new man, but first, Teresa Giudice is sharing what was in the envelope. Smash that like button, show some love. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Love you guys. Let's go.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So it's funny because I did a video earlier talking about how I just thought it was ridiculous because the lawyer, it depends. I guess I'm opening up the conversation. I guess it's who you ask, because I thought the lawyer situation was an epic fail. Mind you, it was not as cringy as the Louis trying to get the guys to go into he just wanted to show off the podcast studio. I know what he was trying to do, but the devotional videos, I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay. But with the attorney, it's like, well, we know that Margaret talked to Louis's ex. We've been known that. We've been known. This tooth knew before it left me. It knew before I swallowed it. She knew. It's like, I thought it was a fail. I don't know. Maybe you guys didn't. And then, of course, some people are going to comment and be like, Adam, you just hate Teresa and you're defending Margaret. No, I was really, really excited for an epic moment. And Margaret knows. And I'll tell Margaret straight up, too, when I talk to her. Anytime that I talk to her or anybody else, I'd be like, yeah, you messed up, girl. Like, you got exposed. You look like a flunky, a floozy, a flugazy. Yeah. Back to it. Okay. So, thank you to Reality Blurb. The current season of The Real Housewives in New Jersey is nearing its end. And as everyone knows, this installment has been so divided that production was forced to come up with a new format for the reunion. Of course, some of the division on the show came from Teresa Giudice, Rachel Fuda, and her husband, John Fuda. But now Teresa is opening up about their feud. And what was in the envelope that John teased at last season's reunion? Now, if you guys don't remember, well, Rachel and Teresa have been feuding all season. But if you guys don't remember, he brought this envelope last season. We never actually got to see the contents of it. And yeah, the first episode saw Teresa and John get into it after Teresa spread allegations about him to their friends. Now there's a new Bravo interview posted on Instagram by the Real Housewives Zone where Teresa addresses what went wrong. The Bravo producer that she's interviewing with starts by asking how Teresa feels watching scenes she's not in where her castmates discuss her. She specifically asked about Rachel's pajama party. And Teresa said, "Let me add about Rachel. I had no problem with Rachel and John Fuda at all." She then explains that she liked them both and wanted to make friends with them. She even discussed how nice John was to her regarding her stint in prison. However, things obviously took a turn. According to her, so we filmed last season, then we shot the reunion, and then John and his wife come up with the shenanigans and saying Louis contacted his ex in prison. And Teresa went on and said, and it's like, what? There's no reason. First of all, when you're in jail, that person has to put you on their email list in order for you to contact them. Now, Teresa then brings up the infamous envelope that John brought to the reunion and questions why he didn't open it. This goes back to my whole point, too, about what happened at the reunion and what happened in this week's episode with the lawyer of it all and exposing Margaret. I'm like, guys, you do understand that he hired Bo Dietl. Him and Bo Dietl are in a world of shit right now. And then on top of that, he called her son the number popped up. And then on top of that, his ex has a lawsuit going right now against Louis and Bo Dietl for sending somebody in to allegedly spy on her. Like that's why I'm saying when they thought that they had a like the smoking gun over here when it came to the attorney showing up, I'm like, no, you don't. That's not the smoking gun. That doesn't mean shit. And it's even funnier like this. I'm like, okay, back to it. So, sorry, guys. I think it's the espresso. Anyways, Teresa went on and said, and it's like, wait, what? There's no reason. First of all, when you're in jail, you got to put the person on the email list. Teresa then brought up the infamous envelope and she said, isn't anybody asking why he didn't take anything out of the envelope? Now, when asked what she thinks was in it, she said, nothing. We found out from people on the streets that know John Fuda that there was nothing in the envelope. She then reacted to Rachel calling her a has-been by saying she's booked and busy. Thank you very much, which she is booked and busy. You know, to be fair, I also saw where people right now are slamming the hell out of Teresa because they're like, well, one, you had that VIP service situation, whatever that was, and we don't even know what it was because people signed up for it and then you ended up dropping it. And then two, now they're being accused of insurance fraud, or at least Louis Ruelas is being accused of insurance fraud. So that's not good. And Rachel Fuda cannot call Teresa Giudice a has-been. Teresa Giudice, one, she is absolutely a sweetheart. Like in person when she meets, she's so nice. She's so nice to everybody. I mean, that might not be the case for the cast, but it is what it is. But then also, this woman has shared a lot of her life on TV. So I'm not going to disrespect her like Rachel Fuda and say that she's a has-been. She's not a has-been. And what if she looked at Rachel Fuda and said, if I'm a has-been, you're a never was? Whoop. Now getting over here to Bethany Frankel, we heard she has a new man. He's a German artist named Nicholas Castillo. Just months after the 53-year-old Real Housewives of New York City alum split from her boyfriend, Paul Burnham, following a 6-year romance that saw them getting engaged in 2021, Bethany stepped out with Nicholas and her daughter, Bryn, for a day at the beach in Saint-Tropez. In photos shared by the Daily Mail on July 26, Bethany and Nicholas looked flirty as they laughed together, enjoyed some time in the water during the outing, and yeah, they looked okay, maybe. Now, according to the outlet, Nicholas married Sylvie, who is now known as the Dutch Victoria Beckham. That was back in September of 2020, and they split in 2023. Meanwhile, Bethany began dating Paul in 2018 and announced their breakup earlier this year, saying that she initiated the split because she was not happy. But following the breakup, I know you guys know this one, Paul began dating Olivia Culpo's older sister, Aurora, but they also split in early July after their romance was made public. Now, after the reveal of Paul's relationship with Aurora, Bethany confirmed their breakup on her podcast, and she admitted that, well, hearing Aurora share details about the romance was gutting. Hearing about your ex-fiance committing to another woman shortly thereafter on their first date, and then being inside their relationship, hearing about their sex and their gifts and meeting each other's kids and the level of commitment, it was gutting. Yeah. Well, after Bethany announced that, Aurora lashed out on her podcast, Barely Filtered, saying, PSA, guys, it's not a good look to announce the breakup of your ex-boyfriend with his new girlfriend. It's not your story to tell, but she did that. Hashtag she did that. Hashtag toothless, not homeless. Hashtag All right. I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are, so pop off in the comment section, please. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in just a little bit. Love you guys.